Today, I would like to explain to you why 2-minute examinations can be life-saving. So, a self-examination includes checking your body and your vitals in order to make sure that you're within a healthy range for your age, your gender, and some people just themselves in general because everybody is different. No, it's kind of crazy to be telling college students to watch their health because a lot of us are very young, but age is just one of the factors that can contribute to your overall health. So I think that it is very important, especially we're all in college. That means that if we go to the doctor, we probably have to pay for it. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to. I already have to pay for school. So I think that it's really cool because you are able to kind of detect if something's wrong with you and you don't have to pay for it. It's something you can do while you're getting ready for the day. Finding it early is key. Actually, according to the National Breast Cancer Foundation, 40% of women who were diagnosed with breast cancer were doing routine exams every month, and that's how they actually detected something that was wrong. So I decided this would be a good topic for me to do, and that is relevant to college students because I work with people who are stroke victims, who have had heart attacks, and who really just can't take care of themselves. And so I'm kind of their eyes. I'm the one who recognizes when something's wrong. And it's honestly shocking to me that I used to not do regular self exams because it's so easy to overlook little things. So I thought that I had awesome resources from my job since I had coworkers to talk to and people who have firsthand witnessed having a stroke or symptoms leading up to a stroke. And anything that I wasn't able to find, I was able to look up online, and there was tons of resources. So I thought that was very lucky. So I decided to cover 3 reasons or 3 ways that you can do a self examination. And the first one is detecting lumps or abnormalities. The second one would be blood pressure, monitoring it just to make sure that it's within a healthy range. And then lastly, gum disease, or really any disease of the mouth, because it doesn't take long for it to spread. So I would like you to kind of consider how often you check your body for lumps. How often do you pull your gum line down and check to make sure everything still looks normal? Do you know what the back of your throat looks like? Because a lot of people don't. So how would you notice a change if you don't know what it's like in the first place? So the first thing that I want to talk about is finding abnormalities. So this can be as simple as on the surface of your skin. I know a lot of people have freckles or have moles. You need to be paying attention, making sure that they are the same size and color regularly. And if it does change, you need to go see a dermatologist because they can order a biopsy to make sure that it's not cancerous before it spreads. The second thing is more of like the lumps, especially for breast cancer. According to the CDC, it actually isn't just located in the breast, it could be on your side or underarm as well. So you just need to be checking for lumps, tenderness, and swelling, which I didn't know that swelling was a thing, but if you're swollen, you might want to get checked out. So, going from the outside of your body, kind of more towards the inside, I would like to talk about blood pressure. I think that keeping a blood pressure journal is awesome because some people do just regularly run a little bit higher and it's not risky at all. But if your blood pressure starts to spike, you should definitely consult a medical professional. And if you already have your own medications, that will help them to see if the medication is actually working to keep your blood pressure managed. So, high blood pressure is super dangerous because it's a silent killer. A lot of people don't have any symptoms before having a stroke or a heart attack, and the only way that they would have been able to tell is if they were keeping track of their blood pressure. And I think that's like terrifying because a lot of the times, if you have a stroke or a heart attack, it's going to give you permanent damage. And that's something, it's silent, permanent damage. You're never going to be exactly the same after. So, going from the inside of your body, let's kind of mix the two together. What brings everything from the outside in? Your mouth. So, I want to lastly talk about gum disease or diseases in the mouth. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I have sensitive gums, oh, I have a sensitive mouth. I used to say the same exact thing. And then finally, I was sick of it. I went to the dentist and he told me that I actually had a receding gum line. So I have to be very careful, not brush too hard, and honestly, either way, I'm probably going to end up having to get skin taken off the roof of my mouth and cover my gums simply because I hadn't caught it sooner, and it sucks. Just keep track of it. Your mouth might be sensitive, but it could be something deeper. Another thing that I would like to talk about that has to do with the mouth is a study that was done by the Illinois Department of Health. A lot of children, especially, end up getting thrush. It is a thing that can happen in adults as well. It's a yeast infection, and in case you didn't know, your mouth is a great breeding ground for infections that involve yeast. So a lot of the times it is white spots, dark spots, red spots. I did grab this picture of this little girl's mouth. You can kind of see this is a lot of the times what it looks like. But it is common to have dark spots as well as a lot of red open sores, and a lot of the times it does affect the top and the sides of your tongue as well. So once it has spread throughout your entire mouth, it is extremely painful and it can be difficult to swallow. So that's something, especially in children, if they don't know what's going on, they'll just say, I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty. So that's something, especially for those of you who have kids, to keep your eyes out for. So now that we've talked about 3 different parts of your body that are pretty different but all semi-related, I kind of want you to think, what are you going to do now? Are you going to start doing self-exams as you're getting ready, brushing your teeth, in the shower, soaping up with your loofah? It doesn't take long, so I really think that it's something worth considering. Again, I want to remind you of the 3 things that you should be looking out for, and that is lumps or abnormalities, for starters. Second, high blood pressure, and lastly, gum disease or really any disease of the mouth. So just take your time. It's not going to be the end of the world if you can't do it every day or every week even. You can do it once a month, and it'll help you to know your body. That way, if something is wrong, you can fix it.